Brad McCulley here, Advanced Technology Services. We started a little leadership series talking about team building. So in this video, I'd like to talk a little bit about motivating employees. We all care about it. We all want a motivated team, right? People that come to work, people that are energized, they're working together, driving continuous improvement, regardless of what the team that you're on is. We want this. And most of the work I do is around maintenance and reliability and teams that are trying to solve machine availability problems and help factories run better. But the principles of building a team and how you lead a team forward are the same. So let's take a minute and just take a quick look at it. Come along with me. Thanks. So, motivating employees. How do we do that? The old carrot and the stick story, right? Some managers, not leaders, they try to manage by fear, right? And yeah, you can get people to do things to try to avoid, the pain, so to speak. But my experience is that you don't get 100% out of them. And you start to get a team that is really trying to avoid the pain, then really attack the problems of the day and achieve the goals of the team. So this isn't really what we want, although a lot of people default to that. I'm not sure why. So how do you motivate employees, I say? I got some bad news. The bad news is, sorry, you can't motivate employees. Motivation is an internal drive that people have to fulfill their own wants and needs. And there's as many individual needs and wants, motivating factors, if you will, as there are people. So how possibly could a manager or a leader of a team fulfill all the wants and the needs of the people? They can't. So what do we do? What can I do as a leader to try to foster good team performance? Let's take a look. The answer is, you can create a team environment that fosters success of the team first and then success of the individual second. Think about that. Success of the team first and success for the individual second. When an individual connects the team success to fulfilling their own wants and needs, they will be motivated to support the team in the best possible way. But the individual has to do that. All their wants and needs can be so many different things that they have to make that connection. It's a personal connection. They have to make it. So some of the things are financial. Salary and benefits to do what for the employee? That's their choice. Okay? Learning and developing new skills for today and the future. Whatever the future might be, they become a better employee, they become more employable, and if promotions are what they want, we develop skills and abilities for the future, but also to support the team and win for today. Social connections, workplace enjoyment, teamwork skills, and other possible skills for the future, right? But that social interaction is something we all need. And then contribute to a purpose, knowing that what they do, the purpose is important. It's important to the team, important to the organization, and ultimately important to themselves. Creates an environment where they're willing to invest themselves and work hard. So what does that environment look like? How as a leader can we create that environment? Okay? The work environment is a place where people work together for a common cause or purpose. They work to create a trusting workplace. They communicate openly. They help each other when it's needed. They hold each other accountable. They continually improve, and they go home safe every day. And this is real important, specifically in certain types of jobs where safety is the number one factor. It certainly isn't all jobs, and some jobs is more dangerous than others. So those are kind of the criteria that we're going to get to. So as a leader, how do I create the proper team environment? Step one, communicate the purpose and the mission of the team. Why does the team exist? What's it supposed to accomplish? Okay, very important, and to get people to understand why they exist and what the mission is. Because what we're going to do at some point, as team members, we're going to look at all the things we do, all the behaviors that come forward, and we're going to judge them against the mission. And all the activities and behaviors and actions that come forward that support the mission, support what we're trying to do, is a good thing. Things that that conflict with the mission, that's when we're gonna have to call people out. We'll talk more about that. You have to build trust within the team. Build trust within the team and also with the leader. Trust is paramount. You know, the speed of trust, there's a lot of books on trust, but there is an economic benefit and a driving continuous improvement if we have trust. It's absolutely paramount. We have to build that. Along with that, we have to remove the fear of conflict. So healthy conflict is really important to the team. When we choose a course of action and a strategy, it's important that people can voice their opinions, even argue if you want. But it's got to be constructive, and we got to teach them how to do this, because we want to be able to voice our opinions and share things and make sure we're doing the right thing, but not destroy the relationships or the trust within the team. Very important, and it takes some active work to make sure that that happens. With that, build and ask commitment, and these kind of go together, because oftentimes if we can't share opinions, we have a fear of conflict, and we're asked to commit to the mission or the strategy to accomplish the mission. If we're not together on this thing, and if we haven't voiced our opinion, it'll be like, oh, that's their idea. I mean, so it lacks ownership. So these two things come together. They're very important that we drive this and remove fear of conflict and encourage that, the discussion. So we're making sure we're choosing the right direction, as well as asking for commitment. And along with that, we have to be able to hold each other accountable. And what I mean by that is that when we see activities, behaviors, things going on that don't support the mission, that aren't in line with what we're doing, we have to be able to call each other out. We have to be able to talk about it and make sure that we're on the right track. And once again, holding each other accountable, there's a right way and a wrong way to do that. So we have to teach people how to do that. We have to set up the acceptable norm within the team. Very important. So we have to measure our improvement and our progress. And as long as we're improving and we're measuring and we're improving and we're sharing action, tone, and date to continually get better, we're doing the right thing. Yeah, we'll set goals. We want to be this good by this date. We want to be this good by this date. But those arbitrary short-term goals can really create a problem if we don't get the right goals. So the main thing is we're constantly getting better every day, and we're looking at how we do it. That's really important. Lastly, you know, make the work journey as fun as possible. Depending on the environment you're in, it can be a tough environment. Easy in an office environment's one thing. Working out in the factory is another. I'm sure working in the coal mine or something like that's another. So, but we need to make it the journey as fun as possible to get the commitment we can, so that we can work it. So those are just 7 of the tips, seven steps to building a team and making sure it's performing well and that it self-monitors itself and continually improve. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Appreciate it. Have a good day.